So I recorded this whole video and ran out of space. So I don't know if running out of space resonates for you. But let's get into it. So this is for Cancer signs, whether you're a sun, moon, or rising sign. And I already picked out the cards for you guys. I already shuffled and was able to have the cards come out. I also have some oracle as well as some outcome cards. So let's just get right into it. So basically, what I'm seeing here is that you're having a lot of anxieties and fears and illusions in the head, and it's keeping you in a negative funk, it's keeping you in conflicts, it's keeping you feeling like you're restricted and you're not able to manifest. Maybe you had everything going for yourself and you dropped the ball, and that's okay. Things happen in life. Or maybe you had to let go of some things, or some things were out of your control and you lost a lot. And it's really hurting you and it's putting the pain in your back at this time. Maybe you're feeling a lot of tension in your shoulders and your neck and your back, but you're really just self doing more self harm to yourself by just keeping this energy in your field. And maybe you feel like you can't help it, and that's okay. But I'm here to let you know that you're gonna have to let it go, because only you are keeping your mind restricted, which is keeping your physical life restricted. Everything is created in the mind. You start from your mind first, and then you'll manifest your outcome. And what I'm seeing here is that you're not able to do that at this time because you're feeling like you're having a lack of resources, maybe a lack of funds, maybe you lost a job, maybe you lost a lover. It's something that is keeping you stagnant and this negativity to make you manifest negative outcomes. Maybe you're arguing with a lot. Maybe you're arguing with a lot of people. Maybe you're arguing with a spouse. Maybe you're arguing with a mother. I do see a woman here that's trying to teach you some type of intellect that you need to know, and you're really pushing them off. But maybe that's the message you need to hear so you can be in that same alignment with them. Maybe this is a spouse that you have that maybe sometimes come off cold and harsh, or a woman that, a mother that comes off cold and harsh, but they're giving you the real tea. They're giving you the honest truth. And it's like you're not trying to see that. You're trying to do everything by yourself. And sometimes it's okay not to do everything by yourself, right? Sometimes it's okay to probably ask for help, probably get some mental clarity, but you have to have a discernment of who's trying to give you some mental clarity, right? Because while on one end we have a divine feminine, doesn't have to be a woman, divine feminine that's trying to guide you and help you have a clear head and think positive, and be more strict with more self discipline. You have a group of people around you that's just doing the same thing in a negative aspect. And it's like they're helping you overindulge, maybe in drinking and smoking, maybe over shopping, maybe partying too much, maybe not helping you bring the fruits into fruition that you can have in order to start new opportunities. People are really, really trying to take you out of your element and distract you away from this new opportunity, maybe this new job, this new goal, something that's going to bring you a lot of abundance, whatever abundance means to you. In this case, I see the physical where it comes to money. You're really thinking a lot about your finances. That's why I feel like maybe you have fears around it. You're not making enough money. Maybe you're not making money at this time, and you're worried, you're overconsumed, you're worried, you're overconsumed about saving. And yeah, it's just a lot of lack. And saving is great, but when you do it from a standpoint of, I don't have no money, I don't know how to get money, I don't see no money coming to me, that's where it aligns with the lack of mindset, right? The lack of abundance. You start resonating with that mindset, and then your physical, you're not going to get no money in your life because you're thinking, I don't know what to do, or I need to save every dime because I don't know when the next paycheck is coming, or is my business is failing and I don't know how to get back. You need to believe that you're going to have these things. You need to believe that abundance is always coming to you. And maybe the group of people that you're around, they have that same negative mindset, which is keeping you around that energy. You are who you hang out with. I just keep hearing you're overindulging. And maybe you need to be at peace with yourself and be in silence and maybe learn how to meditate. And you don't know how to because you have all of these fears and worries, and you're probably thinking your thought process is just another thought, another thought, another thought nonstop. Maybe you need to listen to some more positive music because that's a form of meditation too, right? For somebody who has a busy mind, or watch a TV show that make you laugh, a movie that'll make you laugh and give you positive aspects, or maybe watch things on how to get money on YouTube. People who made millions of dollars coming from nowhere. It's like you keeping yourself stuck in the past of not having any money. Maybe you grew up in a way that you guys were lacking money, so you now that you're back in that space, you don't want to feel like that again. And you want to have everything in the world, but you're doing it out of an aspect of greed and not of just knowing that it's already there. Because money is just a tool, right? Money is just a tool. So when you are around people that think of the physical as in like to go shopping and overindulge in these things that don't fulfill you, what is your true abundance? Is it money? Is money going to change your life? You need to find purpose in your life. That's probably another thing that's keeping you fearful because it's like, yeah, money comes and goes, but what's really making you happy? And I don't know, is not being around this drama filled people that's keeping you lacking. So you need to plan on how to get out of this depression. You need to plan on what's for tomorrow because you're really like it's giving like you're acting like a teenager. It's giving like you're acting like a teenager that want to indulge in all these, hanging out and partying and yeah, but you need to grow up. Your mindset needs to grow up. You need to plan for the future instead of living for today. You need to take care of home. And you need to have the discipline, start having that discipline, that strength in order for you to make a new start, a new beginning. And when you feel like I don't care at this point, I want to start over, I want to start my whole life over, I don't care what happens as long as it's for the best outcome, that's when you need to start, that's when you need to start taking action. But until you have that type of mindset, you're going to be wallowing in this self-doubt, this fear. You're putting a lot on yourself, a lot on your body. You're having a lot of insecurities that's just based off of fear because you feel like you're lacking. And maybe going back to the woman, the divine feminine, that's trying to teach you how to be, more self-disciplined and clear and having boundaries. Maybe you need to be like that instead of trying to fight that feeling away. You want to please everybody, but sometimes you need to please yourself only, or please those who are trying to please you in the best form of positivity. And you don't have to be cold or harsh, but right now you need to isolate yourself from the people that's just keeping you distracted in drama that has nothing to do with your life, that's having you overindulge, wasting your money. Because when you have self-discipline, that's when you balance everything. That's when you balance the scales. That's when everything starts becoming in alignment. Even too much of a good thing is not even too much of a good thing is not a good thing, right? So you need to balance both polar opposites, right? You can indulge a little, but you need to have balance. Maybe you have like a shot one day, but majority of the week you're eating healthy and drinking healthy. You're not into no sugary stuff. You're not drinking all week. Like you need to have some type of balance. You need to have some type of self-discipline. Instead of making your body physically fit, you need to make your mind physically fit because that's where you're lacking the most. and you're fearful of this tower outcome, but everything is going to crumble and it's all going to get washed away from the storm, and it's going to be that silence of peace. And when you have that silence of peace, that's when you take action to start your new life. But everything has to fall. These people have to fall. These habits have to fall. This mindset of not knowing have to fall. You have to know that you're gonna have success, because I see it, it's here. But it's something about you that is just pushing it away. Everything needs to fall. Your insecurities need to fall. Yeah, it's giving let go of a lot of people that's doing you more harm than good, because they're not even giving you a dime at the end of the day. They're not even helping you build ideas or helping you plan. It's something, they're not doing anything for you. Any of these vices is not doing anything for you. It's holding you back. And so I also have some oracle cards here that I pulled out. And the first one is maturation. You need to grow up. Your mindset needs to grow up. So let's see what it says. You're becoming more mature in handling your finances. Taking responsibility is exciting but challenging. It's time to be dependable. Stop depending on these people that keep having you indulge in what you don't need to indulge right now. You should be working on yourself, your best self, maybe working on your relationship, working at home. I'm seeing a relationship because I see the divine feminine matching the higher self masculine, right? They're pairing with each other. This person might be an air sign and move like an air sign, which I mean, they might be moving like a Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. They're very quick, smart, and witty. Like, but they might be a little too harsh and cold sometimes for your liking. But maybe you need to start being like that in order to build yourself up, because right now you're being too friendly with everybody. Your emotions is really taking a toll on you, and it's like you need to get aligned. You need to have balance of your emotions, and that's where you're going to find clarity and the truth, and you're going to see who's there for you and who's not. And your spouse or whoever this divine feminine is, she's trying to teach you not everything is about other people. Not everything is about the physical aspect of abundance. You need to get your mind, body, and spirit right before you do anything in this world. Before you start having conversations with people and becoming friends with people, or even building relationships with people, whoever this is that's trying to help you have clarity and insight, that maybe the world is a little cold and harsh and you're being distracted and blinded by everybody else's vices that's bringing you around and keeping them around you. Your next card is enterprise. You might live in New York. I'm seeing a tall building. You might live in Chicago. Let's see. It's time to get into business. You are ready to take the challenge and be your own boss. Your experience is enough to create your own enterprise. Maybe some of you are fearful about starting a new business. Maybe some of you failed in your business and don't know how to move forward. But I think it's like 90% of businesses or something like that fail in their first year or first 3 years. I don't know. It's something like that. But it's like you can't be so fearful. You got to keep pushing towards what's your destiny. And if some of you might probably want to become a boss, taking that money that you're saving and putting it into a new business venture that you might have had in your mind. Or if you're working like paycheck to paycheck, start figuring out ways how you can implement creating a small business for free during your 5 to 9, like after your 9 to 5. You need to start stepping into that leadership role, but you need to have your mindset right first. Mishaps is your next card. It says there may be some minor setbacks, but it's only asking you to review your work and see what you have missed out on. Mistakes teach us lessons. So, yeah, you need to have that tower moment. Okay, so you probably overindulged and been around people that's no good for you. Now, what you gonna do about it? Basically. And your last card is nature. It says it's time to enjoy nature around you. If you feel anxious about a situation in your life or career, take a walk to clear your head and be healed. So maybe you need to go outside and talk to God. And maybe if you don't believe in anything, maybe you need to go outside and be crazy and hug a tree. Because I'm seeing a lot of trees here. Maybe you need to learn the power of meditation. Maybe you need to take a lot of holistic medicines to start pushing those vices away from you, getting whatever you got in you out of you. Maybe you start needs to taking some vitamins. Maybe you need to pay attention to what you're eating. Maybe all of this red meat, processed meat is probably giving you fears and nightmares because it do cause nightmares, especially pork. And it's a lot of junk in your body. Maybe you need to detox in a way that you need to start implementing more healthy vices to replace those bad vices. And then I also pulled out some romance angel cards. So it might resonate in love or just, in general. And you have trust for your first one. It says this situation is calling for you to have faith. And yes, have faith in this general outcome because I do see your outcome here is sudden wealth and great fortune, but we're going to get into that later. But maybe you need to start trusting whoever the smart divine feminine is that you keep having a rebuttal with, that you keep fighting with, that you keep having conflicts with. That could be either, you know, fighting with your divine feminine if you do have a relationship, or you could be fighting your own mind. Maybe you're fighting the divine feminine in you that's trying to tell you, like, you have one side of the brain that's telling you, like, hey, listen, you're doing too much, wake up. And you're trying to fight that because you want to be overindulging and partying and doing the most, but your self-discipline, your self-discernment is telling you you need to wake up and grow up. Trust the situation that it'll work out and start changing your habits. Now, you have a retreat for your next card. It's time to disconnect from the world. And that's why I feel like this is a relationship because we have the divine feminine pop out, but also the higher self masculine popped out. They're matching each other. So maybe you need to retreat from the world if you're single, just be in isolation mode and worry about yourself and focus on yourself. Or you need to go with your partner and let them help you focus on yourself and set clear boundaries with other people and help you be your best self if you don't know how to do it on your own if you have a partner. And yeah, it says engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And maybe retreating and them helping you will help the situation of the relationship. It'll help the arguments, the fights, the drama, the conflict, the overindulging. It's a lot you got going on here, and it's really you need to take yourself out of it. Even if you're not ready to be in a relationship at this time, maybe you need to walk away from the relationship. But I see this person is really just trying to help you be your best self while these other people are trying to drag you down. So I have some Confessions of a Soulmate Oracle cards. I love you. Now, this one says, we are bonded in eternal love that is beyond space and time. Close your eyes and reach into this infinity. Know that it's real. I really want to reach out to you and tell you how I feel. The love I have for you in my heart can nothing compare to with anything. Remember always, my love, that I love you. This person really loves you and they want the best for you and they want you to be your best self. So you need to start growing up. You're becoming older now. I'm seeing a man that's getting older and getting tired and still struggling. And you need to start being that best self that you see yourself as because you already are that. Your next card is afraid. It says, I am afraid to let you down once you get to know me. I don't want to disappoint you, so I am avoiding you. I have to overcome this in myself as you see me before coming forward ready. Maybe you're afraid to retreat with this person because you know you've been going through these things and having these negative mindsets, and you see this person already in their higher self, and you feel like you can't match to that, but you are that. You are matching them. You just need to believe it and start taking the action once you believe it. And look, that's self. It says, I am working really hard to level up for you and meet you as your equal, your mirror. I know you will always grow. We will always grow together, but I want you to be proud of who I am today. And this person is. So I don't know what the fear base is. This person knows you are your higher self already, but you're not taking the chance to believe it yourself. So have trust in them and the situation and faith, and things will work out. You will grow to the person that you're supposed to be. You just need to understand that you are that person now. So if you're that person now, what type of food would they eat? What type of indulgence would they indulge in? What type of goals and plans would they plan in? You have to start moving your everyday like you're already your best self, because staying in that negative aspect, that toxic, is giving you're being around a lot of toxic energy. You are being toxic. Trigger warning. Trigger warning, but it's giving like you're just putting this on yourself. Like if you just step away from the crowd and start planning on yourself and start building yourself, you'll be able to get away from all of that and be more in a positive lights, have more of a positive life, create a new positive space for yourself, being in a positive relationship. You just have to believe it first, right? And so your outcome cards is messages of concern, toil, and labor. So somebody probably just lost a job, and that's probably why you're feeling like this. Or you might get a message if you already like looking, are you looking for a job? You're probably going to get a message from a new job that you've probably been waiting on. But I'm not going to lie, it's going to be a lot of hard work. It's going to be kicking you behind, right? But it's going to help you have whatever monetary abundance that you're looking for and the abundance within yourself. Yeah, when I see great fortune, yeah, I do see somebody that's becoming rich and stuff like that. But I also see it as an aspect of you're already rich in your heart. You know how they say rich in pockets, but you're rich in your heart, right? It's going to help you become that best self. So if this resonated for you, for Cancer sign, sun, moon, or rising, or any other placements in your birth chart, let me know. Put a comment down, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.